Welcome back to the GSL in Seoul, Korea. I am Tasteless, and with me is Artosis. How you doing, Artosis?
I am doing excellently. We have the two best Zergs in the world fighting tonight. Keep their tournament alive. They want to get into the top four.
So normally I'm the one that messes up during the intro. It's okay, Artosis.
You caught me off guard there, Tasteless.
You having a carry?
How are you doing? I'm like, you already know how I'm doing. I already told you. You already told.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
We have a forgiving audience and stuff like that. So third map is going to be Shakura's
and
Plateau.
stuff like
that. See, that wasn't very smooth either.
No.
We're just not off to a good start.
We're terrible.
I'm sick. He's having to do more of the work for me. Why am I always sick during GSL? Have you noticed that?
Well, I gave you this one.
I was sick in the Season 1 finals. And now sick again here.
Well, all we do is GSL, so it's just like whenever you're sick, it's during GSL.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Unless it's on like our little vacations, in which case I just feel bad for you.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, Shakura's Plateau, this is a pretty good Zerg map, Artosis.
Yeah, this is the map that NesTea is really going to feel comfortable on.
Yeah.
The positions will play quite a big difference. If they're across from you horizontally, then Terran's going to have a nice little push path he can go through. It's very hard to flank anything in there. And in fact, Zerg kind of has to give up their main there. I would almost suggest Zerg players build as much tech as they can outside of that main base if those are the positions.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah, probably build like your Spire, your Natural Bind, your Minerals or something. It's going to take a lot longer for them to push all the way down there. But anyways, if it's diagonally across positions, that is so far away.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard for Terran to get a really good push going. You kind of have to play a really big-time macro game if you're in those positions. There's no really good quick rush timing.
By the way, check out another TVZ you should see on this map is the best of 3 with Clyde
and Leenock
Foyu. Possibly the best of 3 I've ever casted.
It was
my life.
Awesome.
So good.
Special place in my heart for
both
those players, especially Clyde.
Especially Clyde, our man crush.
Yeah.
Best player who hasn't won anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely true. He's in S class though, Taysom, so don't worry.
We're gonna have some more Clyde.
Or as I like to call it, Clyde class.
Clyde class. That's what S class actually is.
S stands for Clyde in Korean.
It's S for Clyde.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson and the Incheon Tourism Organization. We really appreciate it sponsoring us. And thank you, person, for tuning in. We're having a little bit of a bumpy day. Artosis is having to do more work because I'm a little loopy and sick. I thought I would have recovered over this weekend. I didn't. I drank my orange juice, took my vitamins, laid around.
Well, I did all that when I had that cold, but I gave it to you, Taste. So let me tell you, you're going to have that thing for a while.
It just doesn't leave.
I had it until, like, this weekend from when GSL Quals started. So you're basically gone.
All right, countdown started. Get ready for game number 3 in this awesome series. Pretty soon. All right, now it's going to happen. Over here in the red, the champion of GSL Season 2. Also a delicious drink.
I am NesTea.
Tea, something Artosis and I are both drinking right now. Good for the throat.
Actually, I was really tired today. I have an Americano.
No, really.
Yeah.
Over here. Well, I'm sorry, just 1 second. In the blue, a member of the team TSL, competing for my attention with Artosis, is
GSL lane.
Seems like he's winning to me, Tasteless.
All right, I'll give you attention now. Go ahead, Artosis.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. So, they are diagonally across from each other. That's going to be really good for NesTea. And really, the only very good Terran versus Zerg that I have ever seen in these positions was Nada versus Leenock from Season 2. Definitely suggest people do check that out if they have the premium ticket. It's really how I think you have to play this map in these positions. Nada actually ended up being on 4 bases before attacking. Hit of sweet rush timing. So I know a lot of Terrans are struggling in those positions. Definitely give those VODs a little check out if you can.
By the way, thank you again for the theme song. I had nerd tears coming down my face. I was so happy when I saw that.
Yeah, man. I love the Rob Hustle one.
Yeah, the Rob Hustle one as well.
You
so
like
good.
dubstep.
Oh,
whoa.
I love dubstep.
I know.
Makes my brain feel good.
Exactly.
All right. We got to make sure that they play that at the GSL Artosis.
I know. We should tell them. That'd be a great song to like when NesTea wins GSL again. They just put on like the
song.
yeah. It's all about you, but
it's all
won.
about me, man.
Oh my god, that's actually so funny. The more I think about it.
Oh my god.
So we do see a hatchery first. You know, such faraway positions.
Tech Lab here might get a Reaper.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we saw that Reaper rush that we've seen occasionally.
We haven't seen it as much lately.
Who did that? Was that Pulp Prime, I believe? I want to say it was Pulp Prime.
Yeah, I think so.
Pulled that off. And, you know, it's a good observation that these hatch first builds, they don't have Zergling speed to actually deal with that very quickly, but it's not going to be that.
He's getting quick stim.
Yeah, that's...
I think we're going to see a timing attack, Artosis.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility. Will we see an expansion, or will we see a couple more barracks throw down? I think we're going to see an expansion go up. Maybe a little bit of pressure, but probably pressure into expansion into the timing attack that you try to hit before Baneling speed is out, where you have like 4 or 5 Marauders, maybe 12 to 14 Marines, and you just try to kill your opponent with really good micro. It's been pretty effective so far in the GSL.
Now, Terran did edge out, and you were dead on, Artosis. Well done. Quick command center.
Love that creep tumor.
Yeah, you got to get that creep tumor out pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's going to make engaging everything a lot easier. You've got to spread your creep.
Korean style seems to be much more oriented towards creep tumor at the expansion first. We have seen a lot of Westerners get the creep tumor here. I know you used to do that a lot.
Yeah,
you still
I do that. Hydra does that. A lot of Zergs do it. It's not as popular amongst the top Koreans. They think, well, I don't need to do that. But as soon as Banshees come, you see why you do need to do that.
Then the Queen can't
Yeah.
cover both the main and the expansion.
And it gets out front pretty quickly anyways. All right, so we see some Marine tomfoolery out there. Dancing
Marine
back
shenanigans.
and forth. Speed is being upgraded. Stim almost done. A bunch of barracks going up, so I think definitely we're going to see that timing rush I was talking about. Even a Marauder is going to be being made in just a second here.
Zerg is massing up.
Oh, look at this. A drone going out from our Zerg player.
Uh-oh.
That is actually going to be a ridiculously fast third base.
Yeah, this is so quick.
Look at that. Interesting.
What do you think, Artosis?
Well, you know, I think that he's going to have to be very careful balancing units because the rush that's going to come from Rain is pretty scary.
Oh!
And, ooh, nice surround there, and Rain trying to run through it, no chance, and loses a lot of units. So Rain actually way overdid it. You know, that was definitely quite a mistake. And looks like he was going to go for the counter. This could be quite good, but Rain very quickly walling in here. Unfortunately for him, Marauders do not kill Zerglings very fast at all.
Nice job, he's busted through.
Oh, wow. NesTea really punishing right now. I like this move. And, well, there's going to be a bunch of Marines popping out, so I don't think he's dead, but he is so far behind from this Tasteless. Going to lose a lot of economy.
More Lings on the way. And this is a huge blow to the Terran.
Oh, yeah, he's losing so many SCVs here. So much mining time, lost mule mining time, lost units. I want to say this is not going to be something he's going to be able to recover from very easily.
Well, it's going to be hard to actually occupy this location down here.
Wow.
He's got to reclaim that territory. By the way, Ling's blunder here. Not even blunder, just simply put a big mistake.
Yeah.
He needs to get the rest of his Lings over here.
This is interesting. He's actually going a little bit heavy on his production here. He's a ton of Marines. But notice the Baneling Nest is being made, a ton of Zerglings being made, and +1 melee attack. You almost never see that.
Yeah, this is so rare.
You got to look at that unit tab. Right now there are 39 Zerglings out, 41 out now. Yeah, so NesTea is definitely going to go for a high economy aggression build here. I wonder if he'll wait for that +1 melee attack or just start morphing some Banes and go. We'll have to see in a moment.
No, Terran did not re-wall in this location.
Yeah.
So he could be at very high risk of being run over.
Definitely.
Oh, Terran's going to push out.
Yeah, he decides it is time. Going to see a lot of Banelings and run right back in there. He's like, oh no. All right, here we go. Mule's coming out.
Uh-oh.
Trying to block some Banes. Good stim there.
Oh, this is
that
bad.
Marauder he's going to want in the front to try to take as many Banes as humanly possible, and has to stim again. Just losing so many hit points, even though he's not hit by the Banelings. Very good micro.
Very impressive.
Does clean it up.
But again, Terran just not able to really utilize this expansion. Zerg can do that same thing again.
And, you know, the real problem is, you know, NesTea, he is choosing to make a lot more Zerglings, as we see 48 Zerglings right now, a ton of Banes being made. But NesTea does have 3 Queens and 3 Hatcheries today, so he can switch over to drones at any time. NesTea really doesn't have a good way to tell what's going on here, so he's going to have to just keep making units, be very careful, and he's just really, really far behind.
Well, he's got his army split up. He has more position. He wants to keep these units here so that nobody's going to morph in any Banelings right outside of his base.
Well.
Uh-oh, he's pushing out. NesTea does seem to be prepared.
We do have now the layer going up, +1 ranged attack. Some Banelings being made. So the game's normalizing a little bit, but our Terran player is just really, really far behind right now. Even though his supply isn't as far behind as last game, I have to say, if I were in NesTea's spot, I would feel very, very confident right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, peeks through the bush, backs up.
Yeah. He's even got his creep all the way over there, so he's going to see anything coming via creep tumors. Has plenty of room to use that speed advantage. And a lot more units coming. So he's actually just going to go and see if he can completely out-micro NesTea here. That's what it's looking like, at least. Try to hit a nice time. He has a ton of units. He does have combat shields. Does have stim. And if he can hit before the Baneling speed is done, it's going to be pretty good.
Now NesTea is supply blocked.
Yeah.
Because he's losing these
it's
overlords.
Actually a big supply block,
That's
too.
Very heavy. This would be a great time for the Terran to attack now.
Yeah, that is definitely a good timing. And, oh, we do have, for Rain, a factory is going up, a Sengas is being gotten. So it doesn't look like he wants to be all in, but he wants to trap these Zerglings, and that's going to be pretty huge. The Banelings are coming in, though. He's going to be careful with that. He has to split these rings up.
He's in a corner.
Oh, man. You know, he does lose a huge amount of his army, but he killed a huge amount of NesTea stuff. I mean, like every Zergling, every Baneling.
That was really interesting. I thought he was going to lose more. Stuck in this little area down here, you can get completely crushed by Banelings.
Yeah.
So, damn. Wow.
It's a good thing that NesTea's Banelings were so fat. Were so close, rather.
You called them fat?
I was saying fast, actually.
How could you call them fat, Artosis?
No, Banelings are the cutest little things, man. You see Baneling speed. It is being produced. The +1 carapace going up. Aspire. About halfway for NesTea. But the real story is the supply right now of drones versus SCVs. We have 66 drones against 39 SCVs. It's really economically in NesTea's favor.
Yeah, NesTea is sitting pretty right now. He could take another base pretty soon here.
Yeah, I mean, he's up to 70 drones now. Wow, that is absolutely crazy. He's definitely going to want some more hatcheries. He's not going to be able to keep on spending all this when he's buying so many Lings and Banelings.
Yeah.
Does have that 1/1. Mutalisk Cavern, a.k.a. the Spire. It's almost done.
The Mutalisk Cavern?
Yeah, man. There
Getting
it is.
+1 air attack. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, you always got to get that. I mean, you have to upgrade Mutalisks against Terran. It's just so smart. You always want attack, too, by the way. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know. The armor makes them live longer. No, you're not really supposed to actually engage with Mutalisks. They're supposed to run in and kill stuff as quickly as they can and leave.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you get that plus attack and just never engage with them.
Yep.
Just run around the map.
Over here, the Terran is tearing down these rocks, and this is going to give him access to this new expansion. This is going to be tough here.
We have some mutas joining up, making a flock. Notice the arrow
gaggle?
formation. A gaggle
of mutas. Not a pride of mutas.
No, definitely not a pride of mutas.
Now we have the destructible rocks.
Mutas have no pride. They're dirty fighters.
Oh, here we go. Attack in the front.
Oh, hitting that bunker before
and
it has
Terran has to
anything
turn
in
around.
It. That is so annoying because he can't really stim against this very easily. So few medevacs out. Does stim a few units right there.
Nice job buying time there.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as you were saying, Tasteless, this little back entrance he's trying to go through, very good idea. He needs to deny that fourth. If you have 4 bases against 2, that is just so good. You get a huge lead off of that. He wants to keep NesTea down to 3 bases. 3 bases is manageable.
Yeah. Once you have 4 bases, you really can't mess up at all.
Twice the bases. It's like, whoa. It's like LOL, Terran, get out.
GTFO. We got more and more Lings gathering up here. It's not entirely clear who would win this battle. A lot of it will come down to unit control because it is a battle that involves Banelings.
That's right. Siege tanks, he's going to want to spread those out a little bit and push up there.
This is really good by the Terran.
Yeah.
He can do the siege tanks here. He can use his group of Marines to bait the Banelings forward.
That's beautiful play right there. And there we go. He flanks those Banelings a little bit, but he's got to be so careful. Banelings still rolling in. He's got to spread more than that. And does a decent job. Has a lot of units left over, but there are a lot more Banelings where those came from, Tasteless. And without siege tanks, NesTea is looking like he has enough to knock those Marines out.
All right, let's see.
Scans that and still goes up. It's like, no, never mind. I don't actually want to go there. Stimming, microing.
Nice job. He saw that he stimmed, so he just runs for it. This medevac actually out of energy. Just giving it to this medevac to do the rest of the cleaning. No additional base for our Terran.
Nope. It looks like he is planning to take that back pathway.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. You know, a good position to take. Can't really see another 3rd base he could actually take and defend, but this one, not only can he defend, but he can keep the pressure on the 4th base of NesTea.
He's going to go for the front again, it looks like.
Yeah, smart move. Knows where the units are for the most part of his opponent. And if he knocks down this barracks, Tasteless, it's going to allow Zerglings to run by as well.
Speaking of running by, we got Marines in the expansion. Spike Crawlers are on the way. And they're going to get picked off pretty easily here. Oh, counterattack over here.
A lot of Banelings coming in to hit the SCVs and just crushing the economy of Rain. Oh, my. Lordy.
Holy moly.
That is wild. Look at this. 28 SCVs against 76 drones. The economy of NesTea is just incomprehensible to the economy of Rain.
This hatchery is still alive. NesTea looks like he's going to sack it, though. Just throwing up spine crawlers down here.
Even though he kills this base, it's such a hard position, Tasteless.
Oh, nice. Taking out a tank. Oh, nice. He's actually going to just wipe this out.
Trillion billion Banelings come down, even killing the siege tank. Can't run, you can't hide. NesTea is coming after you right here.
NesTea, he is good. And you can see right now, he's trying to just keep a base up. This base, look at the loneliest SCV in the world. How sad is that? Meanwhile, this is where it's at. Unless you're that Mutalisk.
Yeah. That's where it was at. Well, right now, NesTea is taking yet another base.
Yep.
So, I mean, the economy of NesTea right now is like America compared to some little tiny island with 10 residents. That is Rain's economy, Tasteless.
And in the future, his economy is going to be, if it was 50 years from now, it'd be China's.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest economy.
There you go.
I read a book on it. When China Rules the World. Great book. Great book. All right. Now we have Mutas again coming over here.
Yeah, he's spread too thin. Was too far behind.
NesTea's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's everywhere, Artosis. And then look, when these Marines turn around, uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Expect GG any second.
Yeah, definitely. GG. Tasteless, how do you call him like that?
I don't know.
You must be a professional or something.
I must be. I must do this as a job. Guys, what an entertaining game that was. NesTea is just too good. And our next map is Blistering Sands. What do you think, Artosis?
Well, Blistering Sands is one of the more interesting maps, especially for this matchup.
Yeah.
You know, there are, of course, all sorts of little rushes you can do. A really aggressive Zerg can have a fun time in the early game here, but so can a Terran, knocking down those back rocks. But the most interesting parts of the game are extreme late game, when it's half map, it's very hard to kill Terran. But the thing is, when Terran takes the 3rd base, they're going to be very weak, because the 3rd base is kind of far away. And then you have multiple places you can hit. You can either hit the bottom ramp going into the 3rd base. You can hit the rocks. You can hit into the natural. They just get spread a little bit thin during that time, so that's going to be the main time for NesTea to do his damage.
Actually, that was excellent analysis, Artosis. By the way, guys, send in questions so Artosis can ask them.
That's right.
And, yeah, definitely don't forget to do that. We will interview our winner, as usual. And pretty soon we're going to get this going. Excuse me. You know, that game was so entertaining, Artosis, I almost forgot that I was really sick. I just got full of energy. Then the game ended, and I was like, oh, I forgot. I have a headache.
Hopefully that'll happen again on Blistering Sands. I think this is a really exciting map. I hope we don't see any big blunders early where someone's just like, oh, you messed up and kills you. We see some pretty excellent games on this map from time to time.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Yeah.
This was, the countdown started. Will Tasteless manage to close this out in the proper way and look professional, or will the Korean commentators mess up my timing? Let's find out right now.